Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how I got this soft holiday glam kind of look. And if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this, then just keep watching and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and here we go. So I'm going to be starting off with my foundation and brows already done. We're moving on to priming the eyes. This is MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Eye Base. I'm just going to apply that to both of my lids and blend it out with a concealer brush. And after that is done, I'm going to go in with a setting powder and just set the eyelids so they're ready for shadow. And exciting news! I got the Morphe and James Charles palette! Yee! It's so beautiful, you guys. So I'm really excited to do a tutorial with this. It's my first one with it, and I will be doing a few. So we're starting off with this light yellow shade, and I'm just taking a blending brush to apply that into my crease and making sure that it's nice and blended out upward towards my brow. And just a side note, I'm really sorry that my face is super washed out in this video. I don't know why, but when I have a dark background, my camera likes to really wash me out, even when I turn the exposure down on my camera. So I don't know if I just need new lights or a different room or a different camera, but I mean, you guys can see it, you get the point. So anyway, we're going in with the next shade from that yellow one. It's like a burnt orangey color. I'm going in with a smaller blending brush and applying that into my crease, but just keeping it a little bit lower than the yellow shade, blending it back and forth until I'm satisfied with what it looks like. After I've laid that color down, I'm going to go in with that same blending brush I used for the yellow and blend the two shades together. Now for the darkest shade we're using, this one is called Boutique. We're going to take that on the same brush we were using for the orange and apply that even lower than where we put the orange color. So it's pretty much on my lid. I'm just blending that back and forth. And I'm also going to be applying that to the outer third of my eye. As you can see here, I'm leaning so I don't get fallout on my face. And I'm also going to apply it to the inner third of my eye because we're going to be creating a halo look. Now if you're like me and you love halo eye looks but you don't want them to be a little bit too dramatic, the best tip I can give you is to keep the darkest shade really low, just on your eyelid. A lot of times it's easy to take it up into the crease and even above that, but keep it really low and just use the other colors to blend upward towards your brow. Keeping it low is the secret. So after that's done, we're going to pick up a gold shade. This is the third one here, and I believe it is called So Good. And we're going to be applying that with our ring finger to the center of the lid. Now for some reason, the shimmers in this palette don't work really well for me with a brush, even when I get it wet, if it's dry. So the best way I've found to apply them is with my finger. And then after I've done that, I'm just going to go back in with the brush I used to lay down that Boutique color and blend out the edges. And for that extra bit of pop, I'm going to go in with my Stila Glitter and Glow. I needed it. I needed something extra to get this look going. So I'm just going to apply that again in the center of the lids. And before it dries down, I'm just going to use my finger to blend out the edges and just kind of pat it out. You don't want to take it too far left or right, otherwise it's going to look really muddy. So pat it out. And moving on to the lower lid, we're going to go in with the shade Code James. That's what we used on the upper eyelid, and I'm just going to take that with a pencil brush all the way across my lower lid, and I'm actually taking it all the way down to like my eye bags or that crease there. And then I'm going to use the shade Boutique on the outer third just to blend everything together and get that extra bit of definition. And I'm really trying to keep this look rounded. I want it to be nice and blown out. So going in with Ring Light and that same gold shade that I applied, I'm going to use this as an inner corner highlight, making sure that I blend it up into the other colors on my lid ever so slightly. And then we're going to apply a thin line of black liquid liner across the lid. Again, really thin, you don't need to make this big. You can do a wing if you would like to, but I wanted to keep it a little bit more simple. And I'm really just applying the liner so that I can have a disguise for my lashes when I apply those in just a little bit. Cool, so my liner, lashes, and mascara are on, and I'm just going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix Foundation Powder. This is in the shade NC15. I'm going to set my entire face with this and brush away any excess setting powder I had under my eyes. And then after that, whoa, too much. After that, we're going to be going in with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Medium Tan, and we're going to be using that to bronze the face. And don't forget when bronzing that you still want to follow the natural contours of the face. You don't want to take it too low down the cheeks or too high up the cheeks. You want to keep it right in that like hollow of the cheekbones. You know, sometimes it's easy to go a little bit crazy and just put it everywhere, but think about contouring when you do your bronzer. The best way for me to explain that is that you want to start with the brush at the top of your ear or at the corner of your ear and blend it downward towards the corner of your mouth, stopping about halfway, and then you just want to pat it onto the apples of the cheeks and then onto the corners of the forehead here, down towards the temple to connect them, and then just across the forehead. And we also go down here underneath the jaw, and for this, just make sure you flick it upward like I'm doing here. Flick it up so it blends into the rest of the face. And then for blush, we want to apply that to the sides of the apples of the cheeks and brush it back into the bronzer. And voila, you have a face. Did you know I speak French? No, I really don't. Anyway, I'm going to be going in with the highlighter. This one is a bit of a goldy tone, so it's going to match with the eye look really well. I'm just applying that to the top of my cheekbones and taking it up around kind of towards the top of my brow. And I'll apply it to the tip of my nose and above the cupid's bow as well. And then I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Rome to get that nice kind of whiny red? Yeah, whatever. And I'm going to be spraying it with this makeup finishing spray by Skindinavia. It's the oil control one. And that is it for this look, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know if you did by giving this video a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I also want to know what you guys want to see next from me. I know I've done some like tips and tricks before where I just do like how to apply this or how to apply that. Let me know if that's something you would like to see. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.